there's this idea that somehow money has to be pushed out because you want to focus on the important things when really the important things in many cases sometimes money makes it easier to access those important things. So I think that a healthy relationship with money is really important, where you acknowledge the importance of money and the critical nature of money without necessarily being obsessed with money or letting money drive decisions that it shouldn't drive. Like there's some places money doesn't belong. Like in our society, we shouldn't have a society where money determines whether an old person gets their medication or not. Everybody should get their medication, even if they don't have enough money. Money shouldn't be heavily involved, even when it comes to educating our kids. There is a financial cost to it, and there is a business around it, but it can't be so capitalist to the point where we're not really properly educating kids. And yet all these billions are being spent, but there's so many kids who can't even read at grade level. So money is powerful, but money sometimes can become it creates it's by nature very transactional. And so I would encourage you to form that healthy relationship with money so you'll learn where money belongs and where it doesn't belong. And you just have a mature approach and perspective on money. And in my book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, I talk about financial immaturity and just what that looks like. And one dimension of financial immaturity is how a child views money. Like children kind of view the world as if everything's free and money's not important and paying bills doesn't matter because nobody ever introduced them to those concepts in many cases. And I see adults that kind of operate in that way sometimes, where they want to act like money should never matter at all, or that it's not important. It's like, well, that's going to be kind of hard for you because at some point you're going to have to pay bills. At some point, the real world's going to slap you in the face. So ultimately, have your fun, enjoy your life, do your thing, but the financial discipline creates a type of freedom that allows you to do your thing in a more effective way. Like freedom is something that everybody doesn't have. I was talking to Taylor this morning about freedom, literally, and yeah, I said freedom is something that everybody doesn't have because they don't defend their freedom, and you defend your freedom with discipline. So I told her, I said, I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, which was way too early. I should have got up maybe 5 or 6, but I couldn't sleep. But nobody makes me get up at 5 in the morning. I'm the boss. I can sleep in if I want to. I said, but I get up every morning at 5 a.m. and I work 13, 14 hours a day for two reasons. One, because I love what I do. And then number two, because I know that discipline is how I defend my freedom. If I don't discipline myself, if I don't have self-discipline, then the world will discipline me. At some point, something will happen. So if I said, hey, why would I get up and work all day? I'm gonna sit around. I'm gonna smoke weed and drink liquor all day and play video games, and maybe I will try fentanyl, right? Because I heard it's a hell of a drug. Well, eventually, society will discipline me. I will run out of money, and I'll either have to go work. I'll be on the corporate plantation, and I will have a boss that will enforce discipline on me. He will say, "Be here at 9 o'clock, stay till 5. This is what you're going to do. You have to ask permission to go to the bathroom, whatever." Or maybe even worse, you end up in jail. You see people that go to prison that were never disciplined in life. And so now they're in cell block 9 and they have to get up at 6 a.m. and work for $1 a day and do what the warden tells them to do. Prison inmates are some of the most disciplined people that you'll ever meet because society forced discipline on them because they did not force the discipline on themselves. So I would say to you that learning self-discipline is huge, not just in terms of building economic power, but in terms of building wealth in general, which most wealth is not economic. And so what that does is that connects us to something that Black people talk a lot about, which is freedom.